G'day gang, GameolioDan here, how you going? Back in the Elder Scrolls Online in the Morrowind expansion, we need to go... Hey Barry, been a while buddy, we need to go over yonder. Meet Seren at Tarari, yes, that place. So we'll go from that way shrine. Let's go find a way shrine. There's one just around the back. We're going to that place from this place. From the, hang on a second. The Vivek Temple way shrine, of course. I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday. Take us there. Take us for that journey. Alright. Oh. Oh. A little bit of a stutter there. Alright. So, we'll take this path. Right out this way. Through the very warm, desolate landscape. But still a couple of mushrooms everywhere, right? Bit of fungus growing. Now, I might have to go a little off-road here. Off-road to find the road again. Interesting wildlife about. Holy heck, look at that thing. Trial halls of fabrication. I don't really know if I'd ever want to go in that thing. May never come out. You can't stop me, you can't stop me. Where's my guardian? Keep going, buddy. Keep going, Barry, my friend. Okay, well, Seren's over there. How much further is it? A little bit. Let me see what this guy wants. I mean, sorry, this lady. Elf Beta.
One moment. Let me finish this thought. What's this word? Oh, I wish my dear Narcissus would return so I could ask. His handwriting is atrocious. Oh well, I'll just write inky black darkness. That sounds like the tomb he described to me.
What tomb are you talking about?
The nearby Drella tomb, of course. My employer, the famous adventurer Narcissus Dren, explores its depths, searching for hidden treasure even as we speak. I hope to get to investigate a tomb one day. For now, I'm content to be Narcissus' assistant.
What does an assistant know about hidden treasure?
I am the personal assistant to Narcissus Dren, and I know a great deal about a good many things. I found the old scroll that mentioned the treasure, after all. Narcissus has been gone a long time, though. Even missed lunch today, and he never skips a meal.
I can go into Drelloth's tomb and look for Narcissus Dren.
You'll check on Narcissus? How sweet. I will make certain you get a mention in his next book. I suppose he just lost track of time studying an intriguing relic or some such. But I will feel so much better if you go into Drelloth and see if he's all right.
Can I ask you a few questions before I enter the tomb?
Certainly. I'd be more than happy to tell you all about the great Narcissus Dren and his exciting adventures. What do you want to know?
Who's Narcissus Dren again?
You don't know the great Narcissus Dren? He explores the world's most dangerous locations and writes books so that his beloved admirers can experience his adventures vicariously. Oh, just reading his words will send little thrills up and down your spine.
You really admire Narcissus Dren, don't you?
It is much more than mere admiration. Narcissus Dren fills my heart the way mead fills an earthen jar. Someday, we will undergo the ritual of Mara and live happily as husband and wife. Elfbeta Dren. It has a certain flair, don't you think?
Alright, Elfbeta. You better just, you better dip yourself into that little stream there. Hop yourself into the lake. Have a little swim around, cool down. Alright, anyway, we gotta go this way. So let's do that. Get warmed up. Drella Ancestral Tomb. The ancient Drella family, a cadet branch of House Dress, long ago relocated from Vardenfell to Kragenmoor, but their ancestral tomb remains.
Not so loud. That creature in the next chamber is a tricky one. You must be my new apprentice. Well, let's start the lesson, shall we?
What is that? That looks awesome. See that and you're like, oh, I don't know what's behind that crate, but I had a look anyway. Narcissus Dren.
Can you smell it? The dust of ancient elves permeates the very air of this old tomb. Ooh, that's a good phrase. I must remember it for my next book. But tell me, what brings you to this lonely place?
Your assistant's elf better. Somebody to check on you.
Assistant? Oh, you mean that young Nord woman who's been hanging about? Very kind of her. But Narcissus Dren doesn't need to be coddled. I'm in the middle of a very important undertaking. There's more to this old tomb than meets the eye.
What's so special about this tomb?
According to an old scroll I discovered, this tomb was built atop two older structures. Imagine secret chambers that haven't been opened in centuries. And the family died out ages ago. No one to contest my findings. Except that creature over there.
Elfberta mentioned an old scroll too.
She did she? Probably told you she found it. Well, I had to translate it, and from the ancient Elven, no less. Difficult, even for me. Now, before I could begin my investigation, however, that creature over there appeared to harass me.
Tell me more about this creature.
It's a sneaky one. Silent as a tomb and twice as deadly. Even its shadow is terrifying. But it won't get the jump on Narcissus Dren. Slip into the chamber and see what its intentions are. I'll wait here, poised to leap to your aid as necessary.
Very well, I'll go look. You better not be talking about... You're not talking... He is talking about that. Oh, right. A scamp. Load this scamp. The little spider. The ominous shadow belongs to a tiny spider feasting upon a long-dead scamp. Neither poses any threat whatsoever.
I knew there was nothing to worry about.
Alright.
Now lead on, my stalwart companion. This tomb won't explore itself.
Alright. Status effects. When you've been targeted by a status effect, the appearance on your health, stamina, and magicka bar changes when there is a status effect upon you.
This isn't what I expected. It's rather small.
Well, this is what you wanted, isn't it? Like a sandpit over here or something.
This isn't right. Where's the treasure vault? The hidden chambers? This tomb deeply disappoints Narcissus Dren.
What were you expecting to find here?
Something more interesting than a boring burial chamber. This ancient scroll indicates that if you honor the ancestors, they reveal... I can't quite make out this word. I'm having a hard time translating some of these old idioms.
Vardenfell has a lot of tombs. Are you sure this is the correct one?
Are you questioning my expertise? Ancient Elven is like a second language to me, and scholars across Tamriel revere my ability to make sense of historic gibberish. Still, I could check my notes again, just to be sure.
Why don't you do that?
Let me see. This squiggle means tomb. Oh, wait! That's V, not D. Veloth tomb. Ooh, what's this button do?
Hey? Oh. What about this button? There's another button here too. Anyway. He seems to know where he's going now. Oh, hello there.
Deal with that, will you? Then talk to Elfbet outside.
And he's, of course, run off. Or is about to run off. Get him, buddy. Get him, buddy. Tear him up. Done. What's in the backpack? Some natural water. A lotus in the sack. Oh. Yeah. Better. Down here. Better.
Narcissus shot out of that tomb so fast. Just like that time my sister laughed so hard and mead spurted out her nose. Narcissus was so excited he went to find a mage to open a portal. Told us to meet him there. Porphyry, pack up. We need to move.
Did Narcissus say where he was going?
He did, and he told me to tell you. But why he needs your help when he has me, well, it's just beyond my comprehension. Narcissus said that he found new information. He said that the scroll was not about Drella's tomb. It pointed toward Vella's tomb.
Veloth. Any idea where Veloth's tomb is located?
You better get moving if you're going to help my Narcissus. Veloth's tomb is on the west coast, just south of Nisus. Borfrey can make his own way, just like you. He's reliable like that. Me? I might hire a mage. Portals are so much nicer than walking.
And okay. Hey, Borfrey, what's happening, dude?
Another tomb? And clear on the other side of Vardenfell? This sounds dangerous to me. But Narcissus Dren is the famous adventurer and all. I'm just here to haul around his very heavy possessions.
And eat whole bread loaves. Alright, so from one side to the other. I'm curious about this, so let's go and do that. Yeah, I guess so. Let's go on that adventure. I just wonder if there's another way shrine nearby, so I don't have to run all the way back. I about to have to. I could just instantly port over there, but so we can get back here afterwards. No, nothing's really showing up, so I think we'll just have to hoof it back. Let's go. Let's have a look. For 60 gold. While porting over there in a hail of arrows. It's the only way to travel. Alright, Veloth Tomb. Do you reckon there's going to be another one after this? Oh no, not Vel. I mean Beloth Tomb. I got it wrong again. Seems a lot more pleasant here on the west coast. Vela for the Ancestral Doom. Claiming their descent from the prophet St. Veloth himself, the Vela family had a long and prominent history in Vardenfell. Like how my bear friend just pops out.
Is someone out there? I seem to have locked myself in.
What have you done?
Who's out there? Oh, no, never mind. I don't care. I just want to get out of here. It's dark and it's cramped and it smells like an Argonian's armpit.
How did you get locked in there?
I recognize that voice. I knew you'd come and find me. As for my current predicament, how was I supposed to know it was a trap? The door slammed shut and locked behind me. So, do a dark elf a favor and open the door like a good apprentice? Please?
How do I open the door?
There's probably a button or something nearby. In my experience, there's always something pushable. I remember seeing Daedric symbols on plates along the wall. Try pushing a button that's divisible by 3. 3 has always been lucky for me.
Divisible by 3?
Now you're just trying to prolong my agony. Divisible by 3. Try pushing the 6th panel from the left, or the 3rd panel, or maybe the 8th panel. Any of the panels in a position that's divisible by 3.
Okay. Alright. Well. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's no 9. How is okay. Well, let's go with 6.
Ow! Something just shocked me.
He said 8. That did nothing. 3.
Another obstacle overcome by the great Narcissus Dren.
I didn't get the 8 one, but anyway.
I find that escaping from an ancient trap really gets the heart pumping. Provided it doesn't take too long, of course. I couldn't have done it without your relatively minor contribution.
So are you that's alright. So you're sure that this is the tomb you were looking for?
Indeed, Veloth Tomb. Now we need to locate the hidden passages mentioned in the scroll, and the relics of Saint Veloth will be mine. To write about in my next book, of course. Stick close, apprentice. These tombs can be dangerous to the unwary.
What should we look for?
I could tell you, but I work on an instinctual level. I know relics of historic value when I see them. Apprentice, you lead the way. I expect that locked door was the worst this tomb has in store for us. It's smooth sailing from here, I'm certain.
Okay. Oh, let's ask about...
Indeed.
Hang on.
Tomb. I could
What
tell
about the
you,
hidden
but
passages?
Yes. The old scroll. It did mention hidden passages. That's what attracted me in the first place. So I'll look for relics and hidden passages, while you keep an eye out for any unexpected dangers. See? We make a great team, apprentice.
Alright, let's look around.
Ooh, this might be Veloth's long sought-after right pauldron. Ooh, remarkable hanging. Early Second Era, perhaps? The main chamber must be down these stairs.
There's a spider back there, didn't seem to bother him.
Now this is a burial chamber. We just need to find the entrance to the hidden passages.
We?
According to the old scroll, there's a secret entrance that leads to the hidden passages somewhere in this chamber.
How do we find the secret entrance?
I don't see any obvious lever or switch. That's too bad. Examine anything that looks unusual. That harp, for instance. That's an odd accoutrement for a burial chamber. I also spot an old tome strategically placed for our reference. Interesting.
Why am I examining the unusual items exactly?
I need to supervise. You are my apprentice, after all. Now get down there and find the hidden passage. Only the richest, most well-to-do families could afford to hide their true resting places so that no one could disturb or defile them. Imagine.
But aren't we disturbing them?
Historical research isn't defilement. It's enriching the knowledge of future generations. My calling is noble and above reproach. It says so in my very first book. Now go find that entrance.
Narcissus Dren, I might actually bury you in here, pal, with that mirror right there.
I doubt there's anything related to St. Vella.
The strings are silent. Honored ancestors, Lirala
The
Vella.
inscription on that pedestal might reveal something. Do give it a look, apprentice.
Fair of face, kind of heart, and keen of mind, she ruled the Vella family for more than 100 years. Prosperity and peace. She brought through 3 unions. The tribunal graced her with youth and beauty for all her long life. Her grace reflected upon good, only good upon the family name, Andre Veloth. What's with the justification here? 100 years, 3 unions. Andre Veloth, the master of Anchor of Molagamur, with honor and strength and a bow bestowed by Almalexia. He held the pass near Lake Nabia for 9 days, cursed be the Slode who brought him to his end. Valin Veloth, weep not for Valin Veloth. She toasted her enemies after battles waged, her hand promised to the man who killed her father. She stood as poison ran through her veins, no muscle or movement betrayed her, watching as they all toasted her in kind and felt poison to the last. With a smile she dropped a cup, at last fell herself. Elms Veloth fed the family and retainers of the Veloth line throughout the long year of great hunger. He toiled to nourish the bodies of kith and kin. No meat or wheat passed his lips, and to everyone else ate their fill. When the rains came, he laid down his sacrifice of nourishment and honor as the crops blossomed and fed our people. The strings are silent. What was that? Engraved pedestal. Here we go. The harp is silent as
Perhaps
Braveheart
that dusty
stands.
old tome will suggest suitable offerings. Dust makes me sneeze, so you should take a look.
Stands guard over our 4 valiant souls. Honor their memories with offerings true. Lirala Veloth, her kindness and grace reflected good upon a family name. Andre Veloth, master archer of Molagamur. Valian toasted her enemies to their death and hers. Elms nourished all but himself during the hunger year. Ancient arrow. Sack of grain. Goblet. A faint scent of almond still lingers within this elegant drinking vessel. Sack full of the highest quality grain. An ancient arrow, still straight and exquisite in its detail. This mirror reflects the beauty of all who gaze into it. So we got Andre. Alright, so let's read that again so we know which one's which. Her kindness and grace reflected good. Maybe the mirror. Toasted. Archer. So Lirala is the mirror. Andre is the archer. Let's try that.
Brazier ignited. That's a good sign.
The ancient arrow.
You're a natural. Although I suppose my mentoring has honed your talent.
Velian is the toaster. And they got a bit of grain.
Happy to see the ancestors are materializing. I find ghost. Oh, well done. Perhaps I should charge for my tutelage.
This guy. Enter the Undertomb.
We did it! On to the Undertomb, apprentice! There's treasure nearby. I can practically smell it.
Yeah, can you smell that wraith at the end of the hall here?
Isn't it exciting? We're the first living creatures to set foot down here in more than 100 years. This will definitely get an entire chapter in my next book.
You were right. The hidden passage led to an older section of the tomb.
And that surprises you. Haven't you read my books? This is very similar to that time I unearthed the secret chambers of the Master Thief of Elsewhere. A pity my apprentice on that excursion refused to heed my advice. Walked right into a nasty trap.
Is that why you always want me to go first?
Going first? That's an honor I wouldn't dream of denying you. And I'll be right behind you, offering advice and watching for opportunities to teach valuable lessons. You won't get this kind of an education at any university or academy.
Is that what you told your apprentice in Elsewhere?
Something along those lines. But he was too eager, running ahead before I could offer him the advantage of my experience. You don't seem to have that quirk. In fact, quite the opposite. It seems like you want to stand here and talk forever.
Very well, let's go. You gonna take on the Wraith?
Nothing important in there.
Get in there, Bazza. Alright.
An ornate coffer. I'll take a look while you deal with any other issues that may arise.
Oh! Oh! That hurt! Oh, look at that. That was a pressure plate right there. Oh, hey! Hello there. Oh, don't need that AoE. That'll do. Another Wraith, there's another.
Keep your eyes peeled for traps, apprentice.
Oh! Oh, roll out of danger. Almost gets squished.
I'm sure you can handle this.
Yep, I'm on it. Go, Barry. Get him. Hope there's no traps, pressure plates behind me. That's interesting. He's already gone through, hasn't he? Cheeky punk.
Well, that's not something you see every day. Great opportunity for you to impress me, though.
Yeah, let's step around that.
I believe I see the treasure vault on the other side of this chamber. Away, foul creatures!
Oh, there was a foul creature here.
The
Looks like
bracelet of Indrel Veloth, I'm sure of it!
somebody cleared it. Let's have a little look around. Oh, look at that. Is that a... That's a vampiric looking thing. Oh, hey! Got a bone flare here. Don't go in there. I'll have another flare come out. Let's go. Oh, something's come back. But anyway, looks like he's trapped.
Ah, damn these trapped spaces and their tempting gaps. I hate to be a bother, but could you get me out of here, please?
You seem to have a knack for getting into tight situations.
So good of you to notice. I'm quite proud of my ability to turn any situation into a dramatic scene for my next book. Anyway, I believe you'll find another series of wall plates to push in the chamber to my right.
I could just leave you in there.
That's a rather ungrateful attitude, after I graciously agreed to take you under my wing. If you don't let me out, however, we won't be able to use the key I found in here. I'm quite certain it opens the way into the next section of the tomb.
There's another section?
Almost certainly. The scroll clearly described a final treasure vault, and we haven't come across anything like that yet. So, do a Dark Elf a favor and go push a wall plate. It's the second one from the left. Or is it the right?
Alright, I'll see if the wall plates will open this door. Second from the left, eh? More bone flayers back there. Oh. Second from the left.
No! What are you doing out there?
Mate, you said second from the left. Or do you mean 1, 2? Let's try that.
Alright, that was just mean.
I'm just gonna press all of them.
Ouch! Try pushing the correct button this time. I found a jeweled glove and a sturdy key. Let's see if it opens the way into the next section of the tomb.
He deserved all of that.
Ah, sweet freedom! Onward!
The Mausoleum of the Elders.
You deal with this. I wouldn't want to deny you a chance to demonstrate your impressive combat prowess.
Yes, yes, yes. Whoa!
Ah, so many spirits. Why they prefer tombs like this is beyond me.
Oh, nice roll. Nice roll there, Nightblade. Boom! Yeah, sidestepping. Sidestepping.
Tiles set in the floor. I've seen this before. Panels on the walls. Do you see any differences?
What?
I suppose the order is important, but a few of the panels have fallen into disrepair.
Okay. Alright. Barry, if you can move a little bit, buddy. Gotta look at that very old note. They left me here. Getting burned in the trap slowed me down. I knew they would leave me if they thought we were discovered. I gave them my earlier notes to study, pretending to believe them, when they swore they would come back. Couldn't even leave me a healing potion or something to numb the pain. My only satisfaction is that I think I may have discovered the key finally. My earlier attempts at translation were off the mark. The emphasis on certain words, sitting here staring at this wall, it fell into place. The order of the Daedric letters. That's the key? Now, if I could only still walk, I'd be able to open that gate in an instant. Okay. Is that the correct order there? Seems to echo what's on the other side. There's another note there, though. Use map. Oh, right. Start from here. And... okay. So start from here and then follow them. Right. Okay, hopefully we can see it from over there. So I need one of those squiggly things. Which there's one over here. Can I actually go diagonally? Doesn't seem to work that way. What about there's an F thingy over there. This one. And then there's that one in the middle, which I can't see. And if you would move your head out of the way. This one here.
That's it. Just step in the proper order and the way
Then
will
that.
be open.
And then this one. No. Let's do that again. And then I got one more, which is this one.
Did you see that flash of gold? A blessing from St. Veloth for sure.
Get over here.
Narcissus, you beautiful golden head, you. And look, another passage opens. That will lead to the treasure vault most assuredly.
I hope so.
I'm just guessing, mind you, but I dare say that skull belonged to a son or grandson of St. Veloth. What a spectacular discovery!
Maybe you should have left the skull where you found it?
Nonsense. Did you see it? Emeralds for eyes, covered in gold. It's better than anything in my collection. Don't let odd sounds disturb you. I learned long ago to just hum the tune to the Red Mountain drinking song and keep moving forward.
But the skull was hidden behind a gate, with magic protecting it from people like us.
There are no people like us. We solved the puzzle and uncovered the secret. You did all the work, of course, but I had it figured out the moment we entered the chamber. I was ready to help if you needed it. Now, let's see what's waiting inside.
Very well, let's continue on.
To the ancient crypt! My next book is going to be a trilogy for sure!
Tomb of the Matriarch.
Well, this isn't at all what I expected.
Get in there, buddy. Oh, it's opening up down here.
This place is ancient. These must be Veloth's earliest ancestors. I'll perform a thorough historical examination while you deal with any inconveniences that happen our way. I expected your technique to be a little more graceful than
Oh, courageous, aren't you? Courageous, tough guy.
Preserved bodies, not cremated ashes. A technique that predates the earliest Dark Elves. Oh dear, I don't like the look of this. I'm sure you can manage.
What are you looking at? Oh, right. Hello there. Barry? If you'd be so kind as to get in there.
Vital parts! They have to have vital parts!
Oh, he's got friends! Watch out, buddy. Where's your fellow adventurers when you need them? We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're alright. We're alright here. Barry's got it under control. Gotta stop using that AoE though. He's dead, mate. Narcissus, you courageous adventurer, he's done. Is he still cowering back there? Come on, mate. Oh, we'll just keep going. I just leave that guy. Into the treasure vault.
Ancient stairs! stairs. Those often lead to ancient treasures.
Let's just watch out for those ancient traps. Getting very tight in here.
This is disappointing. Where's all the treasure? Nothing but some broken crates and an old well. Narcissus Dren never fails like this. I blame you, apprentice.
What a jerk.
My translation was nearly perfect, so how could this be? Where are the relics? The treasure? There's nothing here but some busted old crates and a decrepit old well.
I guess that old scroll was wrong.
No, that's impossible. Ancient scrolls lead to discovery and treasure, not disappointment. I blame you, apprentice. You obviously don't have the attitude and temperament necessary to make great discoveries. You've ruined my expedition.
Wasn't it worth it just for the adventure?
Isn't that a noble sentiment? But noble sentiments don't pay the bills or sell my books. You wouldn't understand. You have no sense of what it takes to do what Narcissus Dren does. You're nothing more than an apprentice.
Didn't I read somewhere that the Chimera hid their treasure in their wells?
Of course! Narcissus Dren and the Well of Gold! One of my earliest adventures. Why didn't I think of that? I take back everything I said. You are a good apprentice. Now, let's see what they hid away in that old well.
Yeah, you might want to take a closer look.
I think you're right, apprentice. There's no water down there, and I definitely see a gleam of gold. Hey! I assume that was a mistake on your part. I reiterate my earlier observation. You're a terrible apprentice. Hello? Is anyone there? A little help, please?
Look, you gotta admit, he deserved that one. He'll be fine. He'll get out. He's the world's greatest adventurer, right? He'll be absolutely fine. Hey, you never know. Maybe the treasure was down there. Let's go and talk to Elfbeta.
Now is not the time to take a break. Narcissus will be out soon, I'm sure.
Hey, Elfbeta.
It's good to see you again. Finished exploring the tomb. But where's Narcissus? I do miss that dark elf terribly, you know.
Well, Narcissus is doing quite well. He wanted to check out one more hole in the ground.
That sounds like my Narcissus. Always wanting to explore just one more nook and cranny. I assume he'll be along shortly for one of my shoulder rubs. Allow me to pay you for your service. It is the standard rate for Narcissus apprentices.